Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 22nd of April, 1984, and the title is Unique Study and Unique Attainment from the Unique Father, the Father without an image. Today, the spiritual father has come to meet his spiritual children. The spiritual father is looking at every spirit to see how much spiritual power each one has, how much each soul has become an embodiment of happiness. The spiritual father is seeing that he has given you children the treasure of imperishable happiness as your birthright, and seeing to what extent each one of you has attained your inheritance and right in your practical life. Have you become a child and master of the treasures? The Father is the bestower, and he gives every child a full right. However, each child claims a right according to his power to imbibe. The Father has the one pure thought for every child. Each soul, each child should become full of all treasures for many births and claim a right to the full inheritance. Seeing the children maintain zeal and enthusiasm for such attainment, Bap Dada is pleased. Each of you, whether young or old, a child or an adolescent or an elderly person, you sweet mothers, educated ones and uneducated ones, even those who are physically weak, but souls who are so strong, have so much love for the one God. You have experienced that by knowing God, you have come to know everything. Bap Dada always gives such experienced souls the blessing. O children who remain absorbed in love for the Father, constantly remain alive with remembrance, constantly continue to be sustained with the attainment of happiness and peace, continue to swing in the swing of imperishable happiness. And by telling all the souls of the world, your brothers and sisters, the easy way to attain happiness and peace, also make them claim their right to their spiritual inheritance from the spiritual Father. Teach everyone this one lesson. All of us souls belong to the one Father. We belong to one family. We belong to one home. We are all playing our part on the same stage. The original religion of all of us souls is peace and purity. With this lesson, you are bringing about self-transformation and world transformation, and this is guaranteed to happen. This is easy, is it not? It is not difficult, is it? Even uneducated ones have become knowledgeful through this lesson. This is because by knowing the Father, the Creator, you automatically know the creation from the Creator. All of you are knowledgeful, are you not? You have studied the whole study of the Creator and creation with these words: soul, supreme soul, and world cycle. What have you become with these words? What certificate have you received? You haven't received a certificate of BA or MA. You have received the title of Trikaldarshi and embodiment of knowledge. Have you not? And what is the source of your income. What did you receive? You received the guarantee of imperishable attainment for birth after birth from the true teacher. In fact, a teacher doesn't guarantee that you will constantly continue to earn or that you will remain wealthy. He simply teaches you and makes you worthy. You children and godly students are to receive from the Father, the teacher, happiness, peace, wealth, bliss, love, a happy family for 21 births in the golden and silver ages. It is not that you might receive, but that you definitely will receive this. This is a guarantee because the Father is eternal and the teacher is eternal. Therefore, the attainment from the Eternal One is also imperishable. You sing a song of happiness of how you have received a right to all attainments from the true Father and the true Teacher. This is known as the unique Father, the unique students, the unique study, and the unique attainments. No matter how much someone has studied, no one can know the study and inheritance of the unique Father and Teacher. You cannot take a picture of it. So, how could they know it? The Father and Teacher is the highest on high, and look at what He is teaching and whom He is teaching. He is so ordinary. It is a study to change humans into deities, of making your character good for all times. And who is it that is studying? The Father is teaching those no one else can teach. What would be the big deal if the Father also taught those the world teaches? He makes hopeless souls into souls who have hope. He makes the impossible become possible. This is why there is the praise. Only God knows His ways and means. Bap Dada is pleased to see the children who develop hope from having no hope. Welcome, welcome you, decoration of the Father's home. Acha, to the elevated souls who constantly consider themselves to have a right to the experience of elevated attainments, to the children who are embodiments of knowledge and inspire others to gain attainments for many births in this one birth, to the elevated children who study and teach the one lesson, to the fortunate children who are constantly sustained by the blessings of the Father, the bestower of blessings, love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada speaking to an income tax officer. You do understand that you have come to your home, do you not? Whose home is this? It is God's home, and so it is everyone's home. Therefore, it is also your home, is it not? It is good that you have come home. What will you do that is even better than that? Do the best of all and become the best of all. This is the aim of life anyway. Now, what will you do that is the best of all? If you make just the one lesson firm that Baba spoke about, then the whole study is merged in just this one lesson. This is a wonderful world university. To look at, it is also a home, but the Father is also the true teacher. It is a home and also a university. This is why people are unable to understand whether this is a home or a university. However, it is both a home and a university because the most elevated lesson is taught here. What is the aim of teaching at colleges and school? To develop children's character, to make them worthy to earn an income and become those who are able to sustain their family very well. That is the aim, is it not? So all of those aims are fulfilled here. Each and every one becomes one with a good character. What do the political leaders want in the land of Bharat? What did Bapuji want for Bharat? What he wanted was for Bharat to become a lighthouse, for Bharat to become a center of spiritual power in the world. That task is taking place here in an incognito way. If even one couple were to become like Ram and Sita, then because of Rama and Sita, it would become the kingdom of Rama. And if so many were to become like Rama and Sita, what would happen then? So, this lesson is not difficult. It is very easy. If you make this lesson firm, you will also claim a spiritual certificate from the true teacher, and you will also receive the guarantee of a source of income. However, it truly is wonderful. Grandfathers and great-grandfathers study here, as well as children and grandchildren. All study in the same class because it is souls who are taught here. The body is not seen. It is the soul that is taught. Even if a child is only 5 years old, he too can learn this lesson. Can he not? And a child can do a lot more work. This lesson is also essential for those who are elderly. Otherwise, they become disheartened with life. Even uneducated mothers lead an elevated life. Therefore, the true teacher is teaching everyone, no matter how much of a VIP someone is. To the true teacher, all are students. He teaches the same lesson to everyone. So, what will you do? You will learn this lesson, will you not? You will benefit. Those who do something will receive the return of it. To the extent that you do something, accordingly, you will benefit because here you receive multi-million-fold return for one. It is not like that in terms of perishable things. In this imperishable study, you receive multi-million-fold for one because he is the bestower. Bapdada meeting the Rajasthan zone. What is the specialty of the Rajasthan zone? The main center is in Rajasthan. Therefore, as is the specialty of the zone, so would also be the specialty of the residents of Rajasthan. Would it not? Are you going to make special diamonds emerge in Rajasthan? Or are you the special diamonds? You are all the most special anyway. However, in the field of service and in the eyes of the world, you have to create those who become special instruments for service. Have you done such service? Rajasthan has to become number one in everything: quantity, quality, and the specialty of service. Number one in everything. The main center is number one anyway, but its impact should be all over Rajasthan. At present, it is Maharashtra and Gujarat, who are counted as number one in terms of quantity. Now, Rajasthan should be counted as number one. Therefore, now make preparations this year. Next year, go ahead of Maharashtra and Gujarat. Those who have faith in the intellect become victorious. There are so many experienced jewels here. If you make service progress, it will definitely increase. Blessing, may you be a spiritual server and remain ever ready in finishing and harmonizing sanskars. Just as you always remain ever ready for physical service and go wherever you are called, in the same way, remain ever ready in whatever thoughts you wish to keep in your mind. Whatever you think about, do that practically at that moment. Spiritual, serviceable children are ever ready to fulfill the responsibility of spiritual relationships and spiritual connections. They don't take time to harmonize or finish sanskars. As are the sanskars of the Father, so should be your sanskars. To harmonize sanskars in this way is the greatest dance of all. Slogan: you are those who make the Father your companion and who observe the games of Maya as detached observers. Om Shanti